You ever get in one of those moods where you want to make Delft pottery blue? Uh, uh, my background is my first attempt at making it. It was actually a kind of a weird handmade thing. It was like my first attempt at that particular method. So I wanted to come back at it again with Blender. And this is like 2D design, I guess. This isn't really a 3D sort of a task I'm doing. I'm setting myself to. It's planar. I make a lot of planar. Or it happens to be viewed at 3 dimensions sometimes, but just because this interface is so awesome and you want to use it for everything. So I'm gonna start with plan, I guess, and press dot on the number pad. Like, okay, first I'm looking at it in the top view, and I press dot to center in. So from wherever, like 8, press 7 dot, and then Control Alt 0. Got that? 7 dot Control Alt 0. I know it all just sounds like gibberish, but in Blender, what that's saying is go to the top view, center on the selected object or objects, and then make the camera match what the viewport is seeing. We got tangle of cords here, and I'm not using my headphones, so I'm not gonna need it. All right, back. Your camera is the size and shape of your render, which you control over in your render settings. And so, first off, you can set your composition size, like whatever you're gonna do, and then for until you're ready, set that to like 50%, 25%, depending on what you have. You know, if you don't want to wait for a whole preview render, the full resolution, that's usually a pretty good default to keep. Just remember to turn it up for your final render. So I'm going to go percent's fine. And change the camera to orthographic so that uh, there's no depth parallax distortion. And so that would match. You want to match the, so you see, like typing 2 for the orthographic scale is going to match your cube or your square. We'll add a cube too. So because that cube is 1 unit on x that way, and then 1 unit on x negative as well. So that's 2 units. Therefore, it's a 2 by 2 by 2 cube, and roughly corresponding to about 2 meters. So like, you know, make human is really useful if you need to ever have like a little, there's a dude I could import. Let's get the dude. Dude. All of them. Sure, and the suit. Dude, dude, dude. Yes. Hmm. All right. See, Just in case you're like sitting there looking at a cube trying to think of what you want to make. How big? That's about how big. Well, I mean, that would be a tall guy, but let's scale that like what? I mean, what's it's it's a good way to get the golden ratio. Over here you can drag across all the things and type one number and type in all of them. I'm gonna do, can we just say, I don't know how to, no, okay. Oh no. Well, I know you can say pi, but that's not what I want. I thought there might be e divided by, yeah, just click drag. I don't know why I'm double clicking like I'm in a different program. So that would be e divided by 2. 1.3. Okay, wait. I need e divided by more than that. Speed. Click drag scale e divided by. Oh. Well, that's getting pretty close. I knew that. Something like that. Golden ratio ish would probably be a good number. I couldn't think of that one, but no, that's not the golden ratio. It's just e divided by 2, but or 4. But you want to scale it up, so it's, how do we get it down? Gotta hold shift and control to move like part increments in Blender if you're smaller grid snap. Control and shift for the smaller grid snap. Okay, I'm happy with that. I was kind of eyeballing it. So once I get that, I can Control A all the transforms. Now if I accidentally Alt G or Alt R or Alt S that box, then no bad. I have a box and a, well, this guy is annoying because this is how it was exported from Make Human, and I was like actually needing, wanted to try and make, hey, oh, do well. I could just use his suit. Doesn't have too much. The geometry's all right. Just wanted to try and yeah, I was doing that the other day, and I made it. I guess I didn't even think about this. Made it a little too complicated. So I can just get this. Give him a hood? I don't know. How do I? Yeah, I was just trying to see how the seams went on the thing. Do to the do to the. I also got to go down to get that guy again and come down. It didn't. There's a little bit of bad geometry right there. Okay. Control E, mark E. Oh, didn't get all of them. Shoot. 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 Hey. If zooming in gets weird, sometimes you can hit 5 on the number pad to toggle between perspective and ortho. One of them will be easier to zoom in, and it's kind of hard to tell which one you're in if you're super close. Scan dot to focus on. I think that's it. Didn't get the middle one. Yeah. I got a keyboard with buttons I'm not used to. Sometimes I hit them. W or control. It's not control W. Okay, it's just W. Where is it? Split. Was that? Okay. Is it? Just W. Split. No, that splits the. Ah, that's not what I want. No. Maybe it's control edge. Control F. It must be on W. I'm just not seeing it. Oh. Hold now. Where is it? This is driving me nuts. I use like okay. I've never had a problem finding it. Till now. Maybe it's just an edge. Okay, be in edge mode. Duh. That would help. It was in face mode or vertex mode. That right? Well, that's not good. What did you do? You get the other verts? Mm-hmm. Oh, you must have just had them selected too. Yeah, good deal. Dot on the number. I mean, period and comma is usually in comma, so you just hit period. Or something like that. I didn't realize it was clipping there. Okay. So I don't know how to make a hood, but I guess grab this ring, go up. Where? Yeah, now I'm just gonna make a face. A couple rings. Press Alt S. Oops, the other way. Now I need clipping. The clipping will let that work. There we go. All right, it's a hoodie, not a robot. So this maybe. Delete those. Right. No. Really? Maybe not so high. Yeah. And I should fix the top. That wasn't the right thing to do. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, yeah. Which is which? Do. Let's try that. J. Again. Maybe one more time. I don't know. Guessing. How should work? That doesn't make sense. Yeah. You guys do. You guys. What did you do? These are squares now. These are some triangles. They're okay. They're not in bad spots. Not visible. Who cares? So I saw this thing and I was gonna like, okay. You saw the pillow tutorial, right? You know, how does like, okay, let me duplicate this guy, convert it to a mesh, Alt C, convert to mesh. I'm gonna name this one jacket, and then I'm going to delete it, and then I'll go make a new scene. Wait, undo. Forgot one thing. Where's the jacket? Rename it. No? Oh, just redo. I want to name it jacket. There, okay, there's the mesh. Name it jacket. Oh, that's used short word. It's the code object made of a, let's find the mesh, the name of the code. Can I go to new scene now? New scene. Let's add our plane, but then let's switch the old data on the plane. It says plane 1, let's just choose coat. If we could find jacket, then that'd be great, but we deleted it before it. Hey, coat's not the converted one. Right. Coat needs a modifier now. Again. Living in Marine Song. Yes. What was happening with that clipping? Where was it? Anyway. I don't think jackets do that. Actually, this whole thing here kind of suspect. Is around as well as this. They need to swell out a little. No. Scale out on Z. No. Scale on the X maybe? I don't know. Smooth. Ooh, whoa. Okay. Just a little. Or how about let's have a loop here. Grab this. Wait. Forgot that. It's just smooth. So, actually, coats don't usually do that, do they? I mean, I never zip mine up like that. My jacket looks like it stops right about. You triangulate this face, Control T. If they're not going the right way, you just use them. Depending on how you got your operator search button, it's either F3 or the space bar. I'm going to do space bar. ROT, yeah. Just type ROTATE. Rotate the edges. I mean, that's not necessarily the most useful place to use it, but it was a good example. Yeah. Let's see that one more time. We just do X, and then the other way would be dot dot dot. Make a face. There we go. Okay. Dot dot dot. Let's fix this. It's over here. Oh yeah, wait. Don't have. Yeah. Hey, that's not how I thought it would do it, though. Okay. That. This. Edge mode and go huh? I guess I don't have that. I don't know. I've never really used it much, but I've been always wanted to like remember to see. Not just that. Okay. Now let's try this. Grab that. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Yeah, wait. I got a little overzealous with it. So, okay, so I sort of have. Well, yeah, I haven't messed with this top part. Let's finish that. Grab something, make sure we got like a spherical-ish or whatever type shape for this probably, and then just match the. You know what? You just want the right curvature, and then maybe scale it up. Right there. Close. Just Alt S. Pretty handy. One of the most handiest things. GG. For a loop, vertex slide is GG. Well, it's not the greatest up here, but it's like top of the head. Just off the top of my head, you know. Just making this little shape that doesn't need it. Doesn't need too much more. I think maybe one right there. And once all this part smooths, which I gotta remember not to do to the whole jacket, maybe fluff itself up. But yeah, and it's not shaped right. But that's okay. Get there eventually. Let's undent the top of the head. Smoothing with mirrored objects, as you can see, does not always work very well. Little boundaries, but get there. There. Maybe swell back out just a little tiny. This part here, last step. No. I don't know about that. Just dissolve that. Or, I mean, all of these they could have just gotten squinched up there, but I'm going to try and make cloth that somewhat reacted like cloth. Like, now that sounds silly, but in terms of like sewing it the way that the seams are not only seamed, but built around having been laid together flat and then sewn together. There's certain mechanics that around this and the way this fabric stretches different than this. But for now, this is just going to be the test of the convert to a mesh, and this one is going to be the test one where I try and figure out where the okay, right. Start with physics cloth. Turn off. I turn on pressure, but turn off gravity. And now what? I probably have to inspect this mesh before I do anything. Oh, cool. Okay, good. Manifold. Right. That's to be expected. So if I was to, like say some parts are double layered, so there's going to be a little bit of, it's not going to hang the same way. So if I, be kind of a topology kind of a thing. Let's make yeah. Let's try this. Annotate on the surface. Needs to be around here. Oh wait, how am I gonna mix that? Gotta do two. I really thought bees. Okay, good. Huh? No. All right. Did it do the way I was thinking? There used to be. Now this was a memory from the early bee surfaces when it was over here. And there was something it could do depending on whether you had one selected in one line. I guess not. I was hoping. You have to do it again with it. Oh, dude. Let's get rid of these. Oh, it did make one. It converted something. Realize. Not yet. Mirror. Can I mirror my strokes? I wonder. Yeah, I guess I really don't understand bee surfaces that well. I'll figure it out someday. So see, maybe you have to draw two. No, get rid of these strokes. Those were stupid strokes. They sucked. Um, again. I only need half of it. That's good. Now another. Oop. Where are you going? Undo that. Those are also stupid strokes. Let's try this again. I mean, I guess I could just shrink wrap. Aha. Take these. No, they don't. Yeah, they do. They do. They do. So separate it with P. Selection. Go and select it. Just this little bit. Put in a modifier. Such as, hey, not cloth yet. Fire. Alright, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Forget it. The easy way would just be grab these and no, right, yes. So grow with the just one. I'm in vertex mode, but that's fine. I'm gonna duplicate just that. Shift H. And I guess there's multiple ways to go about this. I'm just going to triangulate it and then go ahead and grab the edges that are wrong and rotate them. What's F2 going to do something right here? Huh. Right here. No, I don't need that there. I wanted to just delete these. Not as well. Yeah, that's fine. Achieves the same thing. No, wait. That puts two edges in one spot, doesn't it? Or is that possible? Let's grab an edge. G. Okay, good. I was like, Okay. No, delete there. So this part here needs, what does it need? Let's rotate. What's going on? This guy needs triangulate. T. Oh, that was the F2 edge, wasn't it? Okay. All right. Now the problem is the flow of the fabric doesn't really go that way. I need to dissolve all these. Do, 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 do. X. how many things just join, which way the loops are going. It's okay. Now subdivided a whole bunch. Well, that's enough. I mean, once, twice. Now, when I unhide part of, okay, so I hide. And yeah, I'm gonna have to just pin them, I guess. Do they have to be the same mesh, or can you just pin them? How's that sewing work? Or do I have to do all the same stuff to this mesh that I just did to that? Because I could, I suppose, but I just wanted to hook these verts and these verts to the same. Okay, grab them. Now hide them. Now grab them. Hide them. I mean, back to, yeah. Yeah, hide them. So then Alt H, Control I, selects everything else. And actually just want to hide that. So there's just what, that's how to isolate a selection. And so if I merge by distance right here, removed 16 vertices, that means it's connected at 16 spots. Now Alt 8, Alt H. I don't know what it's gonna do, but let's see. That means the whole thing is now one mesh. And that was the point. To see what happens when you hook a little flappy stuff. Oh, I forgot to do the normals. Okay. Control N. Now. And then. There. Inside. With your craziness. It's just supposed to be in there. And more. But, some of it. No? What are you doing? So those are the parts where the normals are screwed up bad, but that's okay. It's just supposed to be like in there. Yeah, save whatever I got. Silver to coat. Base of a coat, I should say the start of a coat with a. I'm just like trying to practice making this kind of stuff because actually, I don't know, anything that teaches me about UV mapping and all that, I'm all about it. If it helps anybody else learn hotkeys, I'm just all about that too. Till I run out of mouth juice for talking. I'm gonna go look out the window. The world is full of mouths for talking. What a stupid pot. Right behind myself. Turn to the left. Oh, I thought I went and got that. By the way. Oh, dang. I guess I didn't. It was right behind me. Literally. Like, right. Let's see here. How do you make... I guess I could run the simulation on it at least. Still just like, oh, I'm almost done with this, and I just made a jacket instead of whatever. It's basically what I was trying to do. See if I could make it. My version of a coat sucked, and this coat sucks too. But the idea is, does the cloth? What does the cloth do when you sew some shit like that? Like I just did, like this. The whole point, the whole experiment. Let's swap. Run it. Hmm? No. Hey, come back. Do I have to re? Yes. Oh, I didn't give it any pressure, but still got to turn the gravity off because I deleted it. Okay. And do I need it? No. Wait. Huh. No. Yeah, maybe. I was gonna just this. I just wanted to see it kind of pop. So that's new to me. Huh? Oh yeah. It does. And you can collapse it too. Mm. Now let's pop it back out. Yeah, and you can get it turned inside out. That was yes, this is awesome. Look, it's actually you can yeah, send it off in the orbit. Needs something to crash onto. Let's have a grid. Make it really big. Side S and the grid has collision on it. Let's see what happens. Come on, cloth. Yeah. Okay. So this whole it's shooting off into space thing. I'm sure there's a way to control it. But I'm not gonna deal with it right now. I think that's just gonna loop indefinitely for the time being. Maybe taking this thing by wrong spot. Select the right stop. There we go. Hmm. Can I give it some mass? Just a little bit of mass. Stay on the ground. Wow. Ooh, it. Oh my god. Oh, did you see what it's doing? They need to have a. This needs could be See how it's choppy? That would be a cool feature if there's a way to toggle that. Um, it's just holding down dot on the numpad. Del, as it is labeled here, I guess. Shit. Only on delete. That would be that is the weirdest spot to put a delete button, right there where you would almost hit it. They must have hated those keyboards in the old days. Good thing we have a dot there now. And it's a del, as in like the funky Homo sapien, I guess. Okay. Mass, come on. The mass does not seem to be the one I want. Was it before? Oh, I forgot. Let's just leave it somewhere like halfway. No, it was 0.6, wasn't it? It was, or point something. I think it was 0.6. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, tension, compression, shear. Go back to the pressure. Maybe just pressure is like 1. Okay, it's slow, but it's still flying off into space. Maybe that's where the gravity would come in. We just want a little bit. Yeah. There we go. Okay, that's enough. Just need to subdivide this maybe once. But not that stuff, so get in there and grab it. Yeah, you. Other side. Oh, right. Yeah, so grab all the non-manifolds. Oh, mercy. Yeah. Okay, so no. Okay, try a different way. How about this? Well, the old-fashioned way is grab one end, hold control, grab the other, somewhere slightly less than halfway or halfway, and then hold control and shift, and do that one more time. You know, that worked. I can't believe that. I got that selection, guys. pretty nifty, pretty quick there. You see, so my shift. That's where all this crazy action is. If I press F, what happened? Okay, no, because they are squared up with their stuff. But maybe if I grow. Oh, if I control E mark seam here, now I can just go in face mode. Oh, hey, come on. No, I guess not. Of course not, because it's a really crazy seam. No, it doesn't know how would it doesn't have good angles there. It's not connected right. So I gotta fix that. But it's good to have it marked, I guess. I can figure out which edges are which. You get on the other side of this garbage. Which I spent too long making. Hey, at least it's not subdivided as much as I almost did. Where's the rest? Was there more? That's it. Could have sworn I gave it the subdivided version, but I guess not. Hey, what are you doing here? Oh. Get out of there. It's hidden. How to deal with this crap. Maybe paint my selection visible. Oh, That's good now. It's been fun. Just have to let the coat kind of do that. It's not too bad. Just needs subdivision. Looks slightly better, right? That's terrible. These. Do that. Like I literally on purpose attached the garbage. But really, yeah, I mean it's just to see what the cloth would do. Now I'm getting rid of it. Whoops. Luckily I saved it before I did too much. I'll have to make a better attempt next time. But yeah, that was a lot of learning. And a lot of I'm thirsty.